Hi, I'm going to do the this or that tag today, which I've stolen from Iman at the Thrifty Reader. I think I actually did the rounds a couple of years ago, but I just saw that she did it this week, and so I've stolen it. It's short and sweet. It's going to be my shortest video ever. So the aim of it is to answer the questions, which of the two options you prefer and why. The first one is book in hand or audiobook. Book in hand. I've actually never listened to an audiobook in my life, and I'm a bit scared to. I don't know, I have reservations about it. I'm not sure why. I should probably get over them and just give it a go. Soft or hard cover? Soft cover, just because I tend to read, well, historically I've read pretty big books, and hardcover is just way too much, and they cost too much as well. Fiction or non-fiction? Both, but I read more fiction, but I'm definitely not averse to a bit of non-fiction. And I kind of go in circles or in cycles as to which I want to read at any particular time. Fantasy world or real life? Real life, but again, I do like a good fantasy novel, and like everybody kind of want to go and live in Hogwarts and various other worlds that I've read in various books, but I think mainly real life. Kindle/iPad or other? I have a Kindle, but I actually hardly ever use it. I take it with me when I go traveling, and it comes in really handy, but for the most part, I actually buy books, like physical books. And most of the books that I have on Kindle, I also have physical copies of as well. Borrow or buy? Both. I tend to buy when I know that I'm going to really love the book. And there's not really that many great libraries around my house. There's a good one in the city that I go to, but I mainly buy things. Standalone or trilogy? Standalone. I think I've mentioned before, I only really start reading series when all of them have been written, so that I can kind of go through and not get stuck waiting for God knows how long, or for an author to die before finishing the series or something. But I tend to read books that are basically standalones anyway. I don't read that much fantasy, and those are the ones that tend to be more series based. Monster read or short and sweet? Monster read. I love monster read. Short and sweet are okay, but I will gravitate towards bigger books all the time. That's where my heart lies. Starry-eyed romance or full of action? Neither. But I suppose if I had to choose, I'd probably go full of action, because starry-eyed romance suggests mushiness and chiclet, and I can't handle it. But if something's full of action with really shitty characters, but it's just really full of action, I can, there's a time and a place for that kind of thing. Curl up in a Snuggie or bathe in the sun? Curl up in a Snuggie all the way. I love winter, even though I complain about it, and I get sunburned really easily because my skin is like glow-in-the-dark paper, and I burn when I even think about the sun. It's ridiculous. Also, we're right under the ozone layer hole here, so you walk outside and get skin cancer basically. Hot chocolate or latte? A cappuccino. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm spoiled. I live in Melbourne. We have a huge Italian community here, and we have really good coffee, so I drink a lot of it. And read reviews or decide for yourself? Read like 80% of it, and then read a review, and then form an opinion. That's a bit pathetic, isn't it? But I do like to read reviews kind of as I'm reading a book. I don't tend to buy books based on written reviews, although since joining BookTube I've actually been buying a lot of books on recommendations. But for the most part I read for myself, and then as I'm getting towards the end I read other people's reviews. And that's all. That was fun. That was quick.